celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll toss it to the left. Past the first down marker and still running. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line, but it's marking at the 38. The running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the single back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work after him to get it into the end zone.
Rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they posted up for that return at the 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the mark. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those foots...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He put one fingers on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Connection to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
As a head coach, you love it. He's locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game right now. It's paying off.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The screen, and watch out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ryan. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Man, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
That's number 17 on the year. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Pass the touchdown. Georgia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No. Don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the big and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Second and long. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. In the realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at it as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's...
Fires one high and deep. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cougars are on the move. Easy. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there, just getting what he can get. foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab, it's Roberts. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. It's a running room. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. That's right on the field. You're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally stop.
Here we go.
Puts it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Martin. Touchdown, Cougars. How about this man staying on track and getting it on the option?
You get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, you get goals in those situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Hayes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking for a man, it's Kane. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, a first-half touchdown. Swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work.
such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down.
And the pressure is too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the stop.
Buying some time as he moves left. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, BYU.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him at the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, it's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's King. Now improvising. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got one return. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll try the run. There he goes. Running on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half in this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to throw deep right side. Caught at the 25. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. Under fire. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Steps away to find some room. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing.
There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more minutes into the house.
That was great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
BYU 35, Georgia Tech 14.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just taking me in. This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's King. Quarterback extends the play. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Dances away. He'll put a lot of space. He steps out of bounds right Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red area, it's a quarterback, you got to be dialed, really sharp, really quick.